He's with our program on and off for the past 10 years, and he's newly promoted last year to the Senior Vice Chancellor's position, and he's also familiar with the development of the Chinese language cultural programs in this university and a lot of other things. So let's welcome Dr. Lance Tatum.
Well, welcome to Troy University. I think certainly the activity related to this program is very important to us. At the university, as Ruth Feng talked about, I'm Lance Tatum. I serve as the Chief Academic Officer for the university. So I'm the lead when it comes to students and faculty and what we do academically. I actually was in the College of Education back in the mid-2000s when this program got started. Through a federal grant that we applied for. I think it's no surprise to anyone here that the world has become a much smaller place for us. In order for us to be able to stay globally competitive and connected, it's extremely important for us to be exposed to cultures that are outside of what we normally are associated with. I just got back over the weekend from a week in China. Troy University has a very large network of international partners. Some of those are in Southeast Asia, some of those are in other parts of the world. We actually partner with a little over 30 universities in China to bring students to the United States, but we also send students from our domestic locations overseas to experience what living and being around other cultures looks like. So certainly a key point of being culturally competent is understanding language. Lots of people come to me and say, I really, really, really want to travel internationally, but I'm kind of concerned, I'm scared to travel because I'm not really sure how all this works and I don't want to get caught someplace and not be able to speak the language. I tell students all the time, it is very comforting to know that English is spoken in almost every part of the world. And quite obviously, you can get to the airport, you can get to the cab, you can get to the hotel without a lot of complexity. The real essence, though, of experiencing another culture is trying to understand some part of their language. So I think your participation in this, not only as a student who is learning how to speak Chinese, but as an instructor who is learning how to teach Chinese, is very important. It's very important to you, it's very important to your community, but it's also very important to what we do in the United States. From an economic standpoint, there's a lot that goes on in the world, and so being able to be comfortable in a variety of different cultures is extremely valuable to us. So I know you've got a big week planned, lots of activities. I want you to soak everything in that you're going to be exposed to. I think it's kind of a neat opportunity to be housed on a university campus where you get a little bit of a sense of what university living might be like. At some point in time when you look to move to that level. I know that the program is in great hands with Dr. Feng. I know that he has done this for a number of years, and he's going to give you an incredible experience so that you can take away from this knowledge and skills and hopefully build into something that becomes much more significant as you get older or as you teach language in our K-12 system. So, welcome again on behalf of our Chancellor, on behalf of the university. I hope you have a great week, and we look forward to seeing and hearing great things from you. So thank you.
Dear student and teacher participants, instructors, and on the Troy.E. Dr. Tatum just left, and Mr. Chen, our chief instructor, lead instructor, and Dr. Lee, and he was around. All that are present, and our dear speakers, student and teacher. Welcome to Choice Star 2019 Teacher and Student Program for the learning of Chinese culture and language in this short period of 2 weeks. The program initiated with the Director of National Intelligence in 2006, and we are still following their programs, their principles, and everything. Ours started in 2010 in preparation, and the first program was launched in 2011. This is running into the 10th year or the 9th years, depending on how you view it. In the past 10 years, we tried our best to align with the principles developed by StarTalk, that's the national office, and we're following their leading-edge theories and practice of second language acquisition and instruction, especially some of the most recent developed or composed principles. They codenamed the Stellar, teaching effectiveness for language learning, if you choose to use that word, okay? We used to have a program established for 12 teacher participants and 24 student participants, and this year we have more teacher participants, so we'll do a 1-to-1 program, so one teacher matches one student, you know that. We are able to select, thanks to you, our students, and your parents, excellent students from amongst the local areas and surrounding states, as well as those by various means are aware of our successful program in the past years and would like to join us in this summer to take the trouble to fly in or drive in even long distance. We have been seeking a balance as much as we can of gender, age, race, coverage of locality and nationality to maintain the number of students enrolled in our program with a very high degree of variety so that teacher participants as well at the same time can be better exposed to the real world of learning and teaching with your students. Our teacher participants have been able to be taught by experts in the domain of developing StarTalk programs, especially our chief instructor, Mr. Chen. He is a StarTalk site visitor and also an evaluator, curriculum reader, and he's also a certified, board-certified teacher. We'll get to know him better later on. And this afternoon, we are going to work with Dr. Lee. Dr. Lee is 7 years of my senior from the University of Alberta in Edmonton, Alberta. And he developed an interest in making some models, I don't know how it's called, with a flower. So it's a kind of a craft handy thing to do. So anyway, it's fun. You'll learn that with him this afternoon. Our own Dr. Xu, she's in China right now. We'll be back on the 26th, probably seeing you all on the 27th. Distinguished professor at Choi University. She's the director of the Center for International Languages and Cultures and also Confucius Institute at Choi University. She's been leading her team in support of our past Chinese summer programs for the 10 years or so. The curriculum development, materials, resources supplied, and all things covered. So I will, and also Mr. Chen will do so as well, thank all the Confucius Institute team in support of our summer Chinese program. With all your effort, all of us, energy and effectiveness, we at Choice Star 2019 will meet the mission objectives. The United States will be better equipped not only to improve its international relations, but also to solidify its national security and global economic competitiveness in the years ahead. Again, welcome to Choice Star 2019. We'll follow the agenda as close as possible. We will have a speech by our teacher representative, your singing coach, and a possible solo singer, Dr. Lin Xiangzhu.
dear Dr. Feng, Dr. Li, and my dear instructional leader, Mr. Chen, my dear teacher fellows, and last but not the least, my dear student participants. I am so excited to come back as a returning teacher participant. So, congratulations on embarking on an exciting adventure. Yes. If you have ever played a zip line, you know that it would be exciting adventure for all of us. As a returning teacher participant, I would love first to share some of rewarding and memorable Choi Star Talk Chinese camp experiences. Last year, the Choi Star Talk and its many educational activities have assisted me in proactively planning and preparing for my job applications as a Chinese teacher. So I had 2 interviews and I got 2 offers last July. And, as a result, I was able to teach at the International Charter School of Atlanta as an immersion Mandarin teacher. There, I teach 5th, 6th, and 7th grades. I was able to teach Mandarin teaching math, social studies, science, and also geology in Mandarin, with the help and support from my team and also our school administrators. And without the 2 weeks of intensive training here, that's not possible for me. Dr. Zhang is here too. Last year, I remember when I was in traditional Chinese dress, and Dr. Zhang was trying so hard and trying to take a very good picture for me. But after every try, and I was so upset to find out that there was no joy in my eyes. I have so many rich experiences that I even forgot how to smile, how to laugh when I first came here. So there was no joy and just a sorrow. But Dr. Zhang had been so patient to me until, she tried so many, maybe 6-7 times to get a good picture for me and to just help me and to learn how to smile in front of a camera. Some of my dear friends know that when I first came here, I came here as a widow with 2 teenage boys. I lost my beloved husband in 2016. And after that, I kept teaching in my elementary classroom as a Mandarin teacher, and I thought I could continue to teach as I thought. But after several months, I burned out. And I couldn't find the joy. I couldn't find the excitement. And I was so desperate that how could I continue to teach as a teacher? Because I was empty in my heart. There was no love, no strength. And how could I teach as a student, when I have no love and to give to my students? So I stopped teaching, and I went back to cooking. I feel so guilty that when my husband was sick, he was a cancer patient. So when he was sick, I feel so guilty that I didn't spend enough time with him, and I didn't cook enough good meals for him. So I went back to kitchen and started to cook. Last summer when I first came here, I came here as a chef assistant in Panda Express restaurant in Peachtree City, Georgia. So I try to move on. I try to learn something new, and I try to find strength in simple activities like cook a good meal for my family and friend, also my church. But somehow the Troy Star Talk program found me. I came here, and I had to learn with really, really small steps from learning how to smile from heart, and from learn how to interact with my students Allison and Monray. My students, they always told me, 朱老师, you are the best. You are the best. 朱老师, I love you. And Monray told me, 朱老師, oh, you're just like my mom. So, they're so precious for me, especially that's what I didn't have. I was so thirsty for the love from my students. I need your encouragement to help me to move on day by day and movement by movement. So even when I taught at the International Charter School of Atlanta, my current students gave me the same or more encouragements. The parents, the students, they overwhelm me. They love me, they support me, they forgave me my mistake, and sometimes they laughed at me. For example, sometimes I went back to my Chinese background. When I try to pronounce Hawaii, when I try to pronounce Hawaii, and I see Hawaii, because夏威夷is the Chinese version of Hawaii. So thank you for your suggestion. Do not translate. Do not translate. If you translate, you're going to mess up. But when I see Hawaii, and my students giggled, and they looked at me with a weird, they gave me a weird look. And I know that. So I want to share those experiences with you. It's because I know in the adventure we are going to be so excited, we are going to be successful, but so many times we are going to make mistakes. We're going to be laughed, we're going to be teased, we're going to be challenged, we're going to be so intimidated to try. Remember several minutes ago, and I was trying to play with the guzheng, the Chinese instrument. Actually, that's my second or third time to play the instrument. I had never touched a real guzheng before I came here. So last year, when I came here as a teacher participant, it was my first time to touch a real guzheng. But I'm a curious person. I just want to play and give myself a try. So here, I want to give my teacher fellows and also my dear students my only and my very first and last suggestion. Give yourself a try. Try it. Give yourself, encouragement. Try it. And that's the reason I came back again. My younger son asked me, Mom, why do you want to go back to Troy? I said, I just want to give myself a try. As a mom, I think the best way to be a mom is to be a lifelong learner. Okay, I'm a learner. And before I identify myself as a teacher, I am a learner. As a mom, I am a learner too. Even I do not know, in many situations, I do not know how to guide you, through the life storms. But as long as I am curious, I'm ready to learn, that's enough. So, thank you, and thank you, Dr. Feng. Thank you, Dr. Zhang, for giving me this opportunity to share my experiences. And I am looking forward to making more new friends with you all and to create more beautiful, as possible experiences with you all. And thank you and wish you the best. Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Zhu. I didn't know she was so multi-talented, okay? Doing a lot of things, teaching a lot of subjects. We have another name that's going to be multi-talented as well. Her Chinese name is Bai He. Literally, Bai is a number, 100. Bai He is the name of a flower. He means, usually it means closure, closeness. Why the flower closes? It does, right? It opens and closes. I don't know why it's not called. Anyway, that's her Chinese name. As a student representative, the name is Caroline Grace Perisher. Miss, please.
Okay, so I don't know how to follow that because that was an amazing speech and it was so moving. But my name is Caroline. Probably met the majority of you because I'm pretty loud. Hard to miss me. I've been here this is my 3rd year coming back, and I've loved it every year. I came first going into 9th grade, kind of before I started taking Chinese, and I was in the beginner class, and it was kind of scary because I was super young. Everybody here was older, but it's just such a loving environment. Everybody here just really wants to help you and learn Chinese and kind of guide you through these 2 weeks, and you really do become more of a family. Like, it sounds cheesy, but it really does. I still FaceTime and talk with the people from my first year, and even the people from last year I still talk to. I mean, Joseph and I were talking to Kyle like the other day, and it's crazy how much these people really do become a part of your life. And with social media, you can keep up with them, and it's really awesome. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Beth. I hope you have 100 talents to show us sometime down the road. So back to Dr. Zhu's speech about translation. Hawaii, that transliteration, which is a little bit different, is sound translation. It's not quite called translation. Transliteration means the sound just written in a different form. So, by the way, what does literature mean? Yeah. It means letters. Originally, yeah. The basic meaning for literature is letters. If you play with literature, you're working with letters. Okay, the last 2 items, we have Mr. Chen here, our chief instructor, also called the instructional lead, to talk about a few things that he would like to talk about. And the last item, we'll, if we have some time, we'll have a tour of the Troy campus. Okay, Mr. Chen.
Thanks, Dr. Feng. Thanks to Joe and Austin. They have been working very hard. They went to airport, pick all the students and teachers here. They have been working very, very hard. They give us a very good impression. For our Troy University Summer Chinese Teacher and Student Training Program, this is the 9th year. In the past 8 years, it has been very successful. We got a lot of feedback from the teachers and the students participants. The teachers who participate in our program, some of them get a job in universities, in public schools, in private schools. They owe a lot to our program for their professional growth. And for the students, they made a very good start. Some of the students start learning Chinese and language and culture from this program, which encouraged them to keep on learning, and they are very successful. One of the students went to China, Tsinghua University, studied Chinese for 1 year. Whenever she talked to me through WeChat, she just wrote characters. This is her last year in the university. And I hope all the students participate in this program this year. You will learn a lot. I'd like to say to Troy University administrators, Confucius Institute, Dr. Xu, Dr. Feng, they have been working very hard in those 9 years to run this program. There are a lot of difficulties. Like this year, they overcome a lot of difficulties to create these valuable opportunities for our teachers participants and our students participants. So thanks to all the faculties at Troy University, teachers at Confucius Institute, Thank you very much. As a lead instructor, I would like to say that all the faculties, the teachers, we will try our best to provide the first-class quality of teaching. So, thanks to those teachers, we have very strong teaching team, language classroom teachers, and also cultural activity teachers. We have about teachers, instructors. So I would like to introduce all those people who are going to teach for us. In the classroom, language teachers are Dr. Feng and Dr. Xu, me, and 王彦东老师，还有陈文娟老师. We are going to focus on the language and teaching theories in the classroom. And also, we are very fortunate to invite 3 guest speakers. One of them is here. That's Dr. Li Wei. He comes from Alberta University, Edmonton, Canada. Welcome him. We have another 2 guest speakers on their way. They will be here to give us lectures. For the cultural activity teachers we have, 手工课老师何燕老师，好，谢谢何燕老师。我们还有中国国画老师 Chinese painting 张瑞老师 and her husband 杜孝仁father-in-law father-in-law and 张瑞老师2位呢给大家教这个中国画 Chinese painting and also 张润初老师教大家麻将每个人都很喜欢，对不对？江娜老师教大家中国的这个书法 calligraphy， 何静老师教大家下中国象棋中国象棋。陈文娟老师教大家编这个中国结和手链中国结和手链。钟正老师教大家的这个中国茶艺中国茶艺。王彦东老师教大家 paper cutting 剪纸剪纸。还有少年老师教大家 line dancing and dragon dancing 朱林香老师是我们的歌唱老师教大家唱中国歌，好，谢谢。张家元老师教大家舞蹈新疆舞教大家舞蹈老师。马宁老师教大家太极太极马宇老师教大家这个太极。舒旭旭老师教大家太极扇太极扇。何静老师教大家这个 square dancing 广场舞教大家广场舞还没有落下的，非常感谢我们的那个 Austin manager and all volunteers to come here to help us. Thank you very much. So let's work together as a team. Teachers, we are going to try our best to teach. And participants, you will try your best to learn. And on the last day, for the closing ceremony, you are going to show your talent. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That ends our opening ceremony today.